All right. Your kids may be tech savvy, but they tend to struggle when it comes to money. But why?
Joining us on the Kogo News Live line is the money therapist, CPA Holly Signorelli. And Holly, why is this generation somewhat financially illiterate?
Well, the number one contributor, without a doubt, is the cost of college education, because the inflation rate's gone up 5 times higher than any other inflation for the last 2 decades, and parents can't afford it anymore. So now 75% of students have to get student loans. And, we've had those conversations before, but that's a really rough start on top of the fact that there are more eco-boomers than millennials. There's more of them. They were like a second baby boom. And there's less jobs. A lot of jobs are going overseas or just to computers. They don't need humans for certain jobs anymore. So it's a really bad combination. Now,
for somebody listening to the radio right now, it probably is a little bit shocking to find that 42% of millennials, their kids, have used alternative financial services. And we're talking pawn shops, payday loans, which don't they have about 1,000% interest? Those are really horrible. And they're also holding major debts like those student loans.
Right. But they have the student loan debt because the parents can't pay for it anymore. And really it's coming down to the greed factor of why are the universities increasing inflation-wise more than anything else on the planet? That doesn't make any sense. That's not in alignment with what everybody else is doing. So that's really the catalyst of the problem. And then they end up getting a credit card. And like I said, they're making less money than even we did getting out of college, or the same amount. It's like there hasn't been an increase in wages because there's too many of them compared to the jobs. So that's why they're going to the pawn shops and things like that, because it's out of desperation. They need cash, and they can't go to the bank because their credit's bad already because of the student loan.
And basically then if they default on this credit card, it affects all of us.
Of course, yeah, because, having this much debt at a young age over the next decade will affect everyone if people are filing bankruptcies or can't get a loan for a car or to buy a house when they're ready to. So it's really important that people team together to change this, because this really could have a great effect on the middle class, which is the foundation of this country.
All right, that is the money therapist, CPA Holly Signorelli, with us here on the Kogo News Live line about how our kids are starting off in a huge amount of debt and utilizing, those payday services that kind of dig them in deeper.
Bad idea. Kogo News.